somewhat cathartic for the comedian to put out these messages, and it must be much more difficult for a woman to do that.
Yeah, I mean, why aren't there more female heavy metal singers? It may be the same reason. Maybe the same reason. A lot of people who make this criticism don't really understand what comedy is. They only know comedy from television. And everything you see on TV is sanitized. Everything you see is Baudelarized. Listen, I do the show at Massey Hall every year on New Year's Eve, kind of a best of Canadian comedy. We're in our 6th year. And I just did this one with Dave Foley hosting, and Rich Hall from Saturday Night Live was the feature, and we put on 6 or 7, well-known, up-and-coming Toronto comics. One of them is a guy named Jason Rouse, and Jason is way out there. Way, way, way out there. But he won a Gemini 3 years ago for his TV special on Comedy Now. Well, I don't know what you can say on this station.
Anything you want.
You sure?
Anything you want.
Well, he had
Just fucking try.
So he had a joke. He has a joke where he uses the word cunt because he's lived in England. And the joke revolves around the fact that you can say England and the word cunt doesn't mean anything. Everything.
Okay, maybe not that word.
No, whatever.
Yeah.
In England, they use much more vulgar words than that.
It's very different. So a woman, a very educated woman, was there in the crowd and wrote me this horrible letter about how her whole evening was ruined, her life was ruined by listening to this kind of filth and this degradation, and it's like. And so I called her up and I said, first of all, 2 things. Let me apologize because you had a lousy evening, because that's not my goal. But secondly, let me tell you, I'm not going to apologize for the guy I booked or what he said, because that's part of comedy too, and I believe in presenting all different flavors on that night. And a lot of the stuff you saw was very mild, and I felt, what's a meal without spice? A little spice. I didn't try to overspice it. You still want to taste.
Didn't bring Darren Frost in.
Well, I love Darren Frost. Darren Frost will do it next year, damn it.
Excellent.
And I'm going to invite this woman in.
I want to be there.
I'm going to invite this woman and make sure she sits in the front row. But
and he would actually he would go out of his way to make sure she was entertained.
Yes, of course. Darren's great. But anyway, so I talked to her and I said, listen, she said, look, I'm no prude. I've seen a lot of comedy on TV. And right away, it's like, yes, you've seen it on TV. You've seen it after everybody's already carved it up. So if you want to see what it's really like, get down into the clubs. The smaller, the better. And then you'll see what the level of rawness, honesty may be. This raw honesty is the thing that has kept me going in this business for the last 30 years. I celebrated my 30th anniversary last year in
Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you. Thanks. So
thank you for having it.
Thanks. But I mean, what keeps you going? What job would you do for 30 years?
This one.
Good. This is another good one, right?
Yes.
Yeah. But how many jobs are that you could do for 30 years? There has to be something honest about it at some root to do a job that long. And the thing that keeps me coming back are the guys who get up there and really say what they really feel, and no holds barred, and hang the consequences. And, I've lost customers over that from time to time.
But that's why you opened the doors in the first place in 1976.
Yeah.
And you did that with the same enthusiasm and passion for people getting a catharsis and getting the best of themselves by laughing at themselves.
That's right. And I told this lady, I said, for me, the real problem for me, the aesthetic problem I've been trying to work out for the last 30 years is the issue of repression. I said, and for me, it's better that somebody say something which makes you uncomfortable than not say it at all, or have it turn into something that expresses itself in a very dangerous way. Because maybe if Jason Rouse couldn't do what he was doing, maybe he'd be on the top of that building with a rifle right now, because he's got to get this stuff out somehow. And comedy's a really safe way of getting it out. I mean, we talk about safe sex a lot, right, these days?
That's right.
Well, what about safe rage? Maybe there's a place where we have to be a zone, a site. Right, anger management. And to me, comedy is a form of anger management. I have a school which I started 10 years ago at Humber College, the Humber School of Comedy. And one of the values of that school is, I think, that I tell people in the opening sort of ceremonies, congratulations, you're all about to enter the massage therapy business. What? The massage therapy business? Yes, it's the massage therapy business, because when people walk out of a comedy club, they're looser spiritually than when they walked in. It's a kind of massage, except it's a massage, an internal massage. It's not a flesh massage, it's a soul massage. And that's the business you're in. And I see this every night. You know, another thing I never get tired of, besides watching the comics be real, is watching audiences. People come into my club, and you can watch their body language. They're a little bent. They're shuffling a little. You know what? It's the end of a tough day. It's the end of a tough week. They laugh for 2 hours. They walk out, and I swear they're an inch taller. They're straighter. They're more vibrant. You never get tired of this. You never get tired of this. This is the health benefit of laughter.
Well, they
but
say before you even opened your doors, they didn't know that comedy had this healing power, and you've brought this.
Yes, but Mark, here's the thing. When people say that, there are a lot of humorologists that say that, but they would be shocked and appalled and aghast at the kind of comedy that we do that triggers that. So, you know, when Norman Cousins, who was one of the, he was, I think, one of the editors of Harper's Magazine back in the 50s, he was dying of cancer in a hospital bed, and he didn't know what to do, and they brought him a whole bunch of comedies. He put the comedies on, he started to laugh, and supposedly, the legend goes, his cancer went into remission, proving what you just said. But for me, it won't be like, it can't be like, listen, to kill cancer, I need Andrew Dice Clay or Sam Kinison.
Right.
I need a real powerful warrior.
Powerful medicine.
That's right. I need more powerful medicine than, Bob Newhart. It's just not going to do it. If you're in pain, you need something that really attacks. There's pain, and then there's YukYuks pain. And for that, you need somebody who's really going deep.
Good stuff.